from day one. And they've got a tough test today with Oregon State in town.
Probably the biggest test is transition defense for St. Louis. Oregon State likes to convert points off of turnovers, but it's not just that they're fast, that they run. They're efficient, too. They hit a lot of shots.
Take a look at the starters for Oregon State. The Thompson brothers. Talked about Trace Tinkle. Alfred Hollins is big for this team. And the big man, Kyler Kelly. We'll see plenty of him. On the other side, no Dion Wiley, no Tremaine Isabel for St. Louis. Fred Thatch into the starting lineup for them. The big man, Hassan French. Built like a tight end. Here we go. Oregon State nearly controls it, but goes right to DJ Foreman, and he drives to the hoop. Hollins rips down the rebound. Come the Beavers. Ethan Thompson runs the show for them. Here's Hollins, Foreman contesting. Jordan Goodwin the other way.
See St. Louis open up in a man-to-man defense. Meanwhile, Oregon State might be better served to play a 2-3 zone considering how big St. Louis is. Force them to shoot from the outside.
Here's Tinkle's first touch of the game. Trying to get that three-point sharpshooter open. Mid-range for Stephen Thompson, no good. St. Louis basketball.
So Chucky, Oregon State runs a lot of sets, and a lot of those come off of the screens, trying to drive middle. So it's create those types of shots, a lot of short jump shots, where you can kick it to the corner for threes, but it is constant movement, constant passing for Wayne Tinkle's club.
Travis Ford told us today about those sets, said, look, you can't prepare for all of them. You just have to stick to your principles and play your game. Trying to get it inside. It's going to be a foul on Kyler Kelly. First of the game.
And this will be big. With Kelly's first foul, he's got to be very mindful. They've got to keep him on the floor. With Big G out with a stress fracture, at least another few weeks, Kelly's presence on the floor is huge. He's 7 feet tall, but just 212 pounds. So the size difference between he and French, keep your eye on that.
Good find from French. Thatch with his first shot. No good. Rebound, Stephen Thompson finds Ethan ahead in transition. First point of the game. We talked about that a lot in pregame already. Oregon State on the board with transition points.
Here's that zone for Oregon State. The middle spot in the paint is something Travis Ford emphasized today in shoot-around. Good rebound there by Foreman, unable to put it in. That's 2 point-blank shots he's missed.
Tinkle might have got a piece of that one from behind. Here's Thompson. Back to the lefty, Tinkle. That's drawing that duty this time down. Bess is a big size mismatch. Kelly fades away. That's a good shot from Kyler Kelly.
He's going to have to get more involved in the offense as the season goes on. He's such a great defender. He's got terrific timing. You see just 6 points a game, but 6 rebounds. He could end up leading the nation in blocks at this pace. He's got 25 already on the year.
French spinning outside. Bess for 3. Just cannot get it to go. Rebound goes to Hollins. Ethan Thompson, coast to coast.
St. Louis going to need a timeout to talk about this start. Not what Travis Ford envisioned for his.
To apply, so you get qualified candidates fast. That's why ZipRecruiter is rated #1 by employers in the U.S. ZipRecruiter, the preferred job site of college sports fans everywhere. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/easy.
St. Louis looking for a basket. 0 for 6 to start. A couple different faces in. Demarius Jacobs, a freshman from Chicago, Illinois, in the basketball game now for St. Louis. Here is Jacobs looking for help. Got caught in the air. Gets his own rebound, and underneath the 7-footer. Good job to not get blocked. He'll go to the line for 2.
And that's Kelly's second foul. And Wayne Tinkle will have to go to the bench early. Warren Washington, a freshman who's still figuring out his way. But a good time, too, for Oregon State to have Big G, Grigorije Rakorčević. I hope I did his name justice, but we'll just leave it at Big G. Keep it nice and easy. But while he's out, Kelly now with 2 fouls.
Travis Ford stressed so much going inside, too, and so now you take that defensive presence away. St. Louis on the board thanks to the freshman Jacobs. Ethan Thompson working on Jordan Goodwin. Tinkle looking inside. Steven Thompson with 5 to shoot. Lost it. Turnover. Bess has it.
That's that frustrating defense from St. Louis. They want to keep you in front of them. And for Oregon State, if this game turns into half court, it's going to be tough for them. St. Louis likes to keep it clunky and chunky. How about a bank for Jordan Goodwin on Sunday?
Not necessarily pretty, but it'll work. Bess has it on the floor. Can he run it down? Yes, he can. Hollins defending. Bess got it off the glass.
Good explosion for Bess. Remember, he just hurt his ankle and is coming off, trying to get more lift. And a tough outing against SIU was just 1 for 10. Off to a good start this afternoon.
Steven Thompson bumped along the baseline. The foul will go against Jacobs. And that'll take us to our first break. St. Louis bounces back. Little 7-0 run for the...
Keeping teams under 61 points. Their 3-point defense this season has been absolutely outstanding. Something that Oregon State's very good at, shooting those threes. You know, St. Louis is looking to take that away. Both teams averaging 5 blocks a game. So once you get it inside, it's not easy to convert.
A lot of styles clashing in this game. Who can do what they do better? Steven Thompson, pull up 3. No good. That's going to be a foul over the back on Warren Washington. Just 1 on him, but still you think long term right now. There's still 15 and a half to play in the first half. You got 1 big man with 2. He's got to be a little careful.
Well, the good news for Oregon State is if Washington does get into foul trouble, you have another 7-footer on the bench to reach out to, Jack Wilson. But because St. Louis plays such physical basketball, you know they're looking to get you into foul trouble, but that was one that could have been easily avoided. Washington going over the back, where positioning, you got to be smart.
Good one on the right wing. Back to Bess. They'll reset it with 6 to shoot. French jump step, trying to go to his big man. Goes right back to French, but he misses. It'll be a shot clock violation. Oregon State's defense, one of the top in the Pac-12 right now as far as opponent points per game.
And they'll switch it up, too. You'll see Oregon State play man, 2-3, 1-3-1. They're constantly looking to keep you guessing. And especially as the bigs get into foul trouble, you may see that switch over to zone just to protect them.
Hollins top the key, had Washington, but the pass was tipped, and here comes Bess. Bess gonna keep it himself. Contact, count it.
Well, a quick start for Oregon State in this game, but St. Louis has responded, and they've responded by playing angry, something that you gotta do. And taking charge of this first half, Javon Bess, so dialed in, getting a lot of lift off that right ankle. And we talked to us before the game, Chucky, about being focused, being prepared, and how excited he was to D up this team. We've seen him with a couple of steals here early.
Tremaine Isabel out. That's their second leading scorer. Bess, Goodwin, guys like that can have to step up even more today. 3-point lead for the Bills. Up top, Ethan Thompson again.
Great back screen to set up Thompson, and the vision from Tinkle. That's what we mean by Oregon State. All those sets. Not easy prepare.
Ripped away by Ethan Thompson. They'll call it a jump ball. It will be Beaver basketball.
Let's take another look at that last play from Oregon State. Terrific back screen to finish. An athletic play from Ethan Thompson. And Tinkle, we mentioned, in the top 5 for scoring and assists. I mean, that's those types of plays, Chucky, those are chemistry plays, right? Let me read your eyes, see where you're going, and you have to have that perfect pass placement.
Some more youth in for St. Louis. Casey Hankton, Cartier Gordon both check in. Ethan Thompson, tough shot in the lane. Rebound to Jacobs. Javon Bess, the only player on the court right now that is not a freshman. Bess with 4 to shoot. Gordon gives him a screen, pulls up long too. Rebound Ethan Thompson. Tinkle demanding the ball right now. Long step inside, he traveled.
Tinkle wanted to argue that one, but definitely an extra step. You see again Oregon State trying to go inside the paint.
Bess heads to the bench momentarily. Goodwin comes in. He's just a sophomore. This is a young lineup right now for SLU.
You see Oregon State extending that zone defense, a light trap, and really pushing St. Louis out, forcing them to try and shoot from the outside. And their whole goal is to get the ball inside. Here's Gordon, but he's going to lose the handle.
Stephen Thompson to his brother Ethan. You'll Euro step. He's going to be fouled. It's off the back iron. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And St. Louis, with the mishandle from Gordon, plays right into the hands of Oregon State. They love transition. They love taking defense and turning it into fast break opportunities. And Thompson, frustrated he couldn't convert.
Ethan Thompson, the best free throw shooter on the team, gets that one to rim out. Look at what Thompson's been doing, averaging 20 points the last couple games. They've been their top option and efficient too. That's always a number you like to look at. Misses both free throws. That is rare. The rebounds mishandled. Oregon State gets a gift.
But you're right, Chucky. I mean, efficiency. Against Missouri State, he was 8 of 9 from the floor, 5 of 5 from 3. He's done a terrific job. Season opener at 17, and then the next 4 kind of went through a slump. He was just 1 of 14 from 3, but he's really bounced back in these last 2 games.
Zach Reichel in for Oregon State now. Tinkle, contested 3. No good. They'll say it went over the backboard, out of bounds. Two-minute drought for both teams scoring the basketball. Intercepted by Ethan Thompson. Takes it himself. Tough finish. Oregon State back on top.
1-2-2 trap. Oregon State keeps moving it a little bit further. It's about 3/4 court now, where it started off as half court. St. Louis struggling. Gonna get to the middle of the floor and then look angles.
Is that a product of this young lineup? Noticing that some of their top ball handlers are on the bench?
Yeah, I think no doubt. You know, Oregon State is also a team that's known for defense, which Tinkle loves to stress it.
Ethan Thompson, another easy 2-handed dunk for him. Just a miscommunication. Head scratcher for Travis Ford right now. He is not happy. Thatch inside, fouled by Washington, and that's 2 on him. So those 2 big men, each with 2 fouls. That could spell trouble with 11:40 to play in the. They love playing in this building.
Yeah, great for the students to show up too, because I hear finals are this week. So good job, students. Get out here and then hit your books later. This has been a good arena for St. Louis. As you mentioned, undefeated here at home. It's been a tough place for teams to come in and get that win. And Oregon State so far, that good start, trying to get back into that momentum. You know, they need flow. They need movement. St. Louis is like, no, no, no. We're going into the half court. We're going to chunk this thing up. We're going to make it ugly for you. You're seeing Hassan French on the top of that zone.
And a touch pass inside. Goodwin comes across. Goodwin running the break into traffic. Thatch is there, and he puts it in. He'll go to the line for another one.
What a great follow by Thatch. Goodwin with the speed. He's quick out in the open. You saw that one-hand touch pass from Stevie Thompson, no good. Goodwin coming up with the steal. Thatch, so athletic, terrific leaper. Just 6'3".
Fifth turnover on Oregon State. They're having some trouble right now. Tinkle had to throw that one across. Risky pass to Stephen Thompson. Can't get the reverse layup. They do get a fresh shot clock. Tinkle thinking about it. Guarded by Bess. Bess blocks it.
So when we talked to Javon Bess, I said, why do you love defense so much? What makes you so good? And both he and Coach Ford talked about the will and the want. He said, it's got nothing to do with talent. It's the fact that I just love to play defense. So where did you get that from? He said he's always been that way, but his favorite player to watch now, one of the best defenders in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard.
Good finish inside by Stephen Thompson. It's not a bad template to follow for defenders. The claw.
Just watch what the claw is doing. You'll be fine.
Billikens down by one. Cartier-Gordon, physical move. They were really excited about what this kid might turn into. A local kid, true freshman. He looks like he could be a specimen.
6'9", 230 pounds. So you can imagine by the time he leaves here, he's got a shot to put on 15 to 20 pounds more of muscle. And incredibly athletic. He's got an upside that's just a ton of potential to this young man in his game. 2 state championships in high school. He led his team in points, steals, and blocks. So he's got a complete package for the St. Louis Billikens.
Tinkle, quick swing into the left wing, off the mark. Reichel can't get it to fall. French pulls it down.
I really like how St. Louis is bringing their big guys to the top of the zone and forcing Oregon State to go around them rather than through them.
Thatch, wild throw. Beyond Goodwin, just kind of rolled off his fingers awkwardly.
You want to talk about potential. Imagine you're recruiting, you sign somebody, he looks like he's going to do some things, and then he straight up shatters the backboard in preseason. Well, that'd be something to get excited about. A good way to go viral. Yeah, you want to challenge me at the rim this year? Okay, we'll see what happens.
Thatch with the interception. I love the coaches' reactions to that behind the backboard. Charge going the other way. Ethan Thompson, he's doing everything today for the Beavers.
It's Jordan Goodwin with the call. Jordan Goodwin, a terrific sophomore out of Illinois. And the scouting report on him is that sometimes he needs to let the game come to him. And this is a moment just like that. You see a lot of players who want to get straight to the rim. And I see this so much more in the guys' game than I do in the women's game. It's either threes or trying to dunk it. Hey, what about that mid-range jump shot? He could have pulled up soft for a short shot and avoided getting that second foul.
Wide open, Ethan Thompson for 3. Best rebounds, one of the better rebounding guards, not just in the conference, but in the nation. Cartier-Gordon, top of the key. To Bess, away from the screen. Find Jacobs driving, but lost the handle. Poked away, Tinkle out in front. Easy one from Trace Tinkle.
St. Louis doing too much with the basketball there, overpassing. That ball fake was open for Javon Bess if he wanted to take that shot. But what we heard from Travis Ford in the shoot around was don't let the ball stick. Keep it moving. It's a nice move by Gordon. And we'll get Wilson drawn into a foul.
Now we're seeing the freshman Jack Wilson from Half Moon Bay, California.
That last sequence from St. Louis, too much passing, and trying to do too many cute things with the ball. Demarius Jacobs loses the handle on it. Plays right into Oregon State and what they want to do.
Gordon hits the first one. Tuesday at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, will premiere our next ESPN 30 for 30 film, titled 42-1. Those are the odds against Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson in their 1990 heavyweight championship fight in Tokyo. This film tells the story behind one of the most famous upset in sports history. We'll watch it on the ESPN app as well. Gordon gets both at the line. Foreman back in to head this defensive monster. Cross-court pass, Tinkle in the corner. Hollins has an extra step. Looked like it. The referee gets him.
Alfred Hollins is a key X factor for this team, especially in a game like today. And if he gets off to a good start, you'll typically see a good rest of the game, versus a turnover, as we saw travel here early. So consistency and confidence has been the biggest keys for Hollins. And as the X factor, you got to kind of play through that. You got your big three, but who's that key guy? Who's that role guy?
Inside, they'll count it. DJ Foreman. Good movement away from the ball there from the Billikens.
DJ Foreman left there with over 1,900 points for his career, and a couple of stops with the Orlando Magic, Sacramento Kings, and Denver Nuggets. And there's a look at Ethan Thompson, one of his sons that, of course, plays for the team. The other, Stevie Thompson Jr. What a unique situation in college basketball. You might have a coach's son on the team, but you sure don't usually have three on the same team.
It's certainly a family affair in Corvallis, and had to ball, both of them.
Right?
Wayne Tinkle as well.
And I bet if you talk to Stephen Thompson Sr. or Wayne Tinkle, they're going to tell you that in the family, they're the best ballers. They're the best smack talkers. And Wayne comes from a terrific basketball family with his wife Lisa and his daughters Jocelyn and Ellie. A great basketball family at the Tinkles.
Trace had the bloodlines for sure, and it's a shot clock violation. Oregon State doesn't even get a shot up. Ends up getting dribbled out. Reichel is trying to find an opening. There's Stephen Thompson. 5th season on Wayne Tinkle's staff. There's Thatch. Bess is going to give him the screen. Seeing Jacobs a lot today. Bess, tough fadeaway shot, but got some space and hit it.
You know he's got to be frustrated too, coming off a 1 for 10 performance against SIU. An incredibly unselfish player, wants to meet him at the rim too, does Fred Thatch. Oh, he's got some ups.
Inbound underneath for Oregon State. Stephen Thompson would have had that block. Good recovery from Thatch there.
Right, stayed with him. Oh, the handles, taking the cookies.
Javon Bess almost lost it in traffic. Stephen Thompson got a piece. A foul eventually called.
Active hands for St. Louis and Javon Bess. Well, he's earning that reputation, right? Tinkle trying to cross over in front of him. Instead, Bess gets a handle on it. Good hustle there by Antoine Vernon from Oregon State to break up that play and the easy transition bucket. Instead, St. Louis will have to earn him from the line.
Michael and Vernon both off. If you're St. Louis, you're coming off a season worst, 56 points. You shoot 33% from the field, 23 from three. Are you just hungry to get shots up? Are you excited to get back out there and prove that wasn't you?
Oh, yeah. When you have a bad game like that, you just can't wait for the next one. So the last thing you want to do is go to practice. You're like, no thanks, coach. Just let us get in there and play. Interesting, Kelly's back in the game with 2 fouls.
Let's see if they go at him on the offensive end. Stephen Thompson tucks it in, floats it up. No, there's Kelly. He's going to be fouled on the putback chance.
Wayne Tinkle looking over to his club, stretching his hands out, saying, hey, guys, we need spacing. Thompson on the drive. You see, again, there's Bess getting his hands on it. That could have almost gone another way for Kelly. It was an over-the-back call. Jacobs had gotten better positioning on the box out.
Kelly gets the roll. In comes Cartier Gordon. Kelly, we talked about earlier how good he is defensively. 7 straight games with multiple blocks. You see the numbers right there. 3rd in the NCAA, almost 4 blocks per game.
Yeah, he's been incredible. His timing is phenomenal. 4 blocks against Missouri State and 4 more against Wyoming. So offensively, he needs to get more involved. We know he's going to show up with defense, but the Beavers need him to score.
Bess on the left wing, trying to feed it inside, kicked ball. The story for Oregon State so often is that big 3, but you look at their bigs, they got 2 7-footers. Rakorcevic is out today, but he's senior from Montenegro. He is the real deal. He is much bigger than Kelly is, but they're a nice little 1-2 punch.
Yeah, they're definitely missing Big G. I mean, 6'11", 255 pounds. You need that going up against the interior size of someone like a DJ Foreman, who's 240 pounds.
Cartier Gordon, another good move there. Lost it. Kelly pokes it away, and Ethan Thompson ends up with it. Stephen Thompson, transition 3. Off the mark, Gordon pulls it down. Trying to go inside. Good hands there from Ethan Thompson. How do you tell the difference between the Thompson brothers? For me, it was the hair. Ethan's got a little bit more. He's got a couple more inches on the top.
That's true. But Stevie's got more on the goatee.
True. Gordon underneath. Wow, that was risky from Kelly going over the top like that. Pays off, though, and he gets a rebound.
Probably been 3 or 4 sequences in this first half where St. Louis has had that chance right at the bucket to convert. Their lead could be much bigger, and Tinkle's going to get called for another walk.
Tinkle having a rough start to this day. 2 points, but he's turned it over 3 times.
$14 points off 10 first half turnovers. It was St. Louis that was stressing, hey, we can't turn the ball over and shoot around. And instead, St. Louis doing a terrific job of breaking up that Oregon State offense, their flow.
Bess and French, the 1-2 on the far side. To Gordon. Back to French, nice cut, tries to go at the rim. They'll call it travel, my goodness. That's a big man attacking the rim.
Yeah, you might not want to get in front of that to take a charge. A great job by St. Louis to look middle and short corner against the zone. And Travis Ford telling these guys, let's keep the ball moving, don't let it stick. That's what stood out to me when I watched their film against SIU. Trying to get it inside, then the big guy would hold it for 2 or 3 seconds, not know what to do with it. Especially against his own Chucky, you've got to keep the ball moving. Short corner, middle of the paint, even setting some screens and moving without the ball.
They haven't been great offensively today, but you're right, they've changed that with them constantly moving the ball and trying to move bodies around to keep the flow of their offense, whether they're scoring or not. There's Tinkle, 3 off the screen. Guess who? Javon Bess runs it down. $4 to play in the first half. French into Gordon at good position, but the pass nearly too strong. Second try for Gordon, and Kelly's there to contest. Foul there. Tinkle's going to flush it anyway. Foul called before that on Jacobs. That'll take us to our final timeout of the first half. 22-18, St. Louis leads Oregon State to Kansas at Allen Fieldhouse. You can watch it live on the ESPN app wherever you are. I know you're excited for that one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to that. And then maybe do a little sideline reporting while I'm there also. No, super excited for that one. And as far as Kansas, well, they survived a close one last night against New Mexico State. You saw Dedrick Lawson with a double-double. No Azubuike. Sprained ankle, so he'll be out for a little while. I think it's good for Kansas to get that identity. You know, gives guys like Dedrick Lawson a chance to really step up and take some ownership. I also thought Mitch Lightfoot came off the bench and did a terrific job for Kansas.
Kansas among teams in the country still undefeated. Gonzaga up at the top, 9-0. A big win over Duke. Michigan has been a bright spot this year. Nevada, they'll follow our game today on ESPNU. That's just an exciting team to watch. Nevada, a team that's kind of been on the rise and really have come into the national spotlight this year.
And I would love to hear from someone who is sleeping on Kansas and why they're doing that. Another walk.
If you're Wayne Tinkle right now, what would you like to see more of the end of this first half, beginning of the second half?
Well, we talked about the flow for Oregon State. You know, they have not been able to get into a rhythm, get inside, shoot some threes. You know, they haven't opened it up from the outside, but perhaps there's one right there from Stevie Thompson. I think what he'd like to see is spacing, movement of the ball, and some quality shots. You know, they're not a team that has to get it inside or give somebody the ball. They'll take the best shot available. Probably just clean up the turnovers, to be honest.
Good one to Thatch, contested three, answers it right back. That lead back to 4.
I like the way the freshmen come in and play from Sikeston, Missouri. Fred Thatch, he scored over 2,000 points in high school, and he is definitely a scorer in the making here in St. Louis.
Stephen Thompson, another one, this one from the corner.
Don't get him warmed up. A career leader at Oregon State in threes.
He's got 8 in the game. French. Gordon's there to eat the glass. Starting to see some offense from these two teams now. St. Louis back up by 3.
And Tinkle calling for an isolation to try to get Thompson one-on-one play. Or Tinkle, rather, I should say. He's got a mismatch down low with Bess. He'll get away with some steps there. Finishing left. Dancing on him is Tinkle.
Wow. I'm dizzy after that one. Good find from Thatch. Bess had to gather it and still hits the 3. What struggling offense. Here's the hot hand, Stephen Thompson to his brother Ethan. Corner 3. The Thompson brothers. Wayne Tinkle wants a timeout with 51 seconds to play in the first half. Both teams heating up.
One season. Many games as they lost last year. Close games, finishing 16-16. He said this year has felt a little different. When games have come down to the end, we felt like we can pull through. We've learned from our mistakes.
French, good find to Bess. Long 3 from Javon. Bess splashes it in.
24 feet out, wasn't it? Bess, it's the second time he's hit from that spot.
He's got 12. Trace Tinkle sees the Thompson brothers having all the fun, trying to get in on it. Stephen Thompson. No, but Ethan has the rebound. Almost likely hold for the last shot. 10 to play in the first half. Stephen with the basketball. 3 to shoot. Thompson blocked and not going to get it off. Good defensive possession from St. Louis to end the half. The Billikens come alive offensively and take a 4-point lead as we go to the break. Both putting on great performances defensively and offensively. Talked about the St. Louis injuries early on, but Bess has stepped up in such a big way. Tremaine Isabel is out. He averages over 12 points per game. Dion Wiley is a very important member of their team off the bench. 18 minutes per game from him. He is out. St. Louis finding a way right now. Kicked ball. Ethan Thompson almost took it away. Take a look at those first half numbers. The turnovers pretty big, but also even in one way. St. Louis getting more off of those turnovers.
And three-point shooting for Oregon State just 3 of 11. So they're off on that shot, but also give a lot of credit to St. Louis, one of the better three-point defenses in the country.
St. Louis still with not a great percentage shooting the ball, as the foul is going to go against Foreman. St. Louis didn't shoot a great percentage, but it seemed like they all were bunched at the end of the half where all their makes were. And they carry it over. Hollins inbounding. Goodwin picks up Ethan Thompson. Bess chasing Trace Tinkle all over the place. Here's Tinkle, great matchup here. Lost it, taken away. Frustrating day for Tinkle.
You can feel how much he wants to get involved in this game. It would have been better served to kick that ball back out, restart the offense, get a sense of trying to force that shot from Tinkle.
French giving Bess a screen. Goodwin going to work. Step back 3, tough shot. Tinkle has it.
So I talked to Jordan Goodwin specifically today in shoot around. Nice take by Thompson. Rejected. Goodwin on the fast break. I talked to him about his step back. We'll get a foul called here. I said, Jordan, your step back, it looks really good, but you got to follow your shot. When you do that, you got to make sure you're going right at the rim to try to get that rebound, especially on those long threes. Sometimes it comes right back to you. So although it kind of looks cool when you're trying to fade away, if you hit it, great. If you don't, just leaving yourself that opportunity to go get your offensive rebound.
Can't just do the no look and trot away, release it and go. Come on, French.
You got to wait till you get to the NBA to do things like that.
French mishandled it inside. Blocked. Big time from Kelly. Ethan Thompson trying to cap it off at the other end. Off of his knee and out of bounds.
Great transition defense from St. Louis. And you could tell they anticipated that Euro step. Good swipe.
Good one in the corner. Look at that skip pass to Bess. French almost too high for Thatch. And here's Bess again, 10 to shoot. Foreman, high-low, hook shot. That's a nice little offensive set. A little slow at the beginning, but finished good.
Yeah, and French was able to get some room because he's so strong. He could really hold off Kelly with his left forearm and then use that half hook.
Tinkle off the screen. Ethan Thompson, strong take, rebound to French. Here comes French again, a lot of on-ball screens. Foreman, nice little crossover. On Kelly, no, Thatch can't get it. Kelly grabs the rebound.
Foreman trying to do too much. He could have stayed on the left side and finished with his hand. His left hand, inside of the backboard, completely open. He said there's too much.
Hollins almost ran it down, fouls Foreman. 3 minutes in, Oregon State has not scored in the second half. We have our first sub, Cartier Gordon will come in. That'll send Foreman off.
Oregon State with that 1-2-2. Trying to get a trap, trying to slow down St. Louis offense. But we'll see. Bess, he likes that spot. He sure does.
Yes. Wow. He's shooting it good today. 6 of 9, 3 for 5 from deep. He has 15 for the Bills. Largest lead of the game at 9. Kelly to Tinkle. Got Bess for a foul underneath.
St. Louis being very patient with the basketball. Great job of breaking the press and then looking cross-court, right? Against that zone, those cross-court passes and threes will be open. We talked about that in shoot-around. Middle, short corner, and reversing the ball. Don't let it stick.
And Thompson matches Bess at 15. Those two lead the way for their sides. The lead is 7. French. Tinkle guarding Bess. Blocking foul called. That'll take us to our first break. St. Louis by 7 over Oregon State. 15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. Coverage begins with Monday Night Countdown at 6 o'clock. Great day of college hoops today as well. Got a good one here in St. Louis. Gonzaga and Tennessee facing off right now. Nevada up next after us here on ESPNU.
Yeah, good day of Sunday hoops.
No kidding. Here's Goodwin. French on the left wing, Cartier Gordon. Both the two big men a long way from the basket.
I was going to say, it's really interesting to see how far St. Louis brings their bigs out.
Gordon, quick move inside. That's exactly what Travis Ford talked about today at the shoot-around. Be quick when you get the ball.
Yeah, you can't hesitate, and especially against a defensive player like Kelly, who's got great timing on those block shots. So Gordon with the quick spin and the better finish.
Inside to Kelly, trying to go right at Gordon. A little back and forth here from the big man. Kelly did a good job after getting 2 quick ones to stay at that number. Hasn't picked up that third yet, so see a lot of him in the second half. Gordon again. Thatch contested 3. Thatch hits it. Freshman from Sikeston, Missouri. Missouri Basketball Coaches Association Player of the Year as a senior, averaged over 25 points per game at Sikeston.
Yeah, this is a great get for Travis Ford. A future phenom on your hands with that. She works extremely hard. Not only was he over 2,000 point scorer in high school, he's your valedictorian. Oh, how about that rejection from Gordon?
The freshman coming up big right now. Back at Gordon, contest. And it comes off, but Oregon State has it. Tinkle going to work. Poked away. Bess picked his pocket again. 3-on-1. Goodwin back to Bess. Almost lost the handle. It was ugly, but they'll take it. Timeout, Oregon State.
It's a good case of being too unselfish. Nevertheless, St. Louis gets really in charge defensively, holding Tinkle into a tough afternoon.
Here comes Stephen Thompson. There's plenty of time, but still, you give a team like St. Louis at home a bunch of confidence, it's going to be tough to make a double-digit deficit up. Ethan Thompson, jump stop. He got a little bit lucky there, got into a tough spot in the lane. Goes against Gordon. Brother Stephen, 4 points shy of cracking the top 10 at Oregon State all-time scoring.
And Nathan's on his way too, especially a couple of games he's put together. As we mentioned, he was 8 for 9 against Missouri State at 22 points. So just a young guy on this team, a sophomore, a couple more years to go. And expect him to reach 1,000 and then some.
Ethan started every game as a true freshman last year. Only 3 other Beavers have done it. One named Gary Payton, he was decent. So he's on the right track right now. Just a little. Tinkle called for a foul from behind on Gordon.
Take a look at the foot of Trace Tinkle. At 21,000 represents a challenge that he actually put together with one of his mentors, Luke Jackson, who used to play for Oregon. And they created the 21,000 challenge, which was over a 30-day span, put up 21,000 shots in the gym, most of them being threes. And he was able to get into the gym at 6 a.m. and go to camp from 8 to 2, come back, lift weights, and then put up more shots as the night went on. And I said, you know, what kind of effect has that had for you coming into this season? And he said, my confidence has gone through the roof. The chemistry's there. And just for personal experience, he said the game has really slowed down quite a bit.
Like that he said, I'm on the court and I know that no one's working as hard as I am.
That's right.
Javon Bess again, back to 12.
It makes a big difference. I remember between my junior and senior year in college, doing whatever I could to get in the gym. I grew up in Cincinnati, so I would ask the Xavier coaches, hey, can I come in and use the gun when no one's here? I would play open gym with them, with Cincinnati, with Northern Kentucky, just anywhere where I could get shots up and get that game experience. And it really made a difference. When my senior year started, it was the same experience that Trey said to me was, hey, the game slowed down. I started to get a lot more confidence, and I was able to communicate better with my teammates because I had been on the floor so much, and I had those repetitions, so now I could see things that maybe they weren't seeing. And my game just went to a whole new level. And you know how important this year is to try to get back to the NCAA tournament. And Trey's having a tough afternoon. He's still being encouraging on the bench, as a coach's son should. Ethan Thompson's really picked up the pace for the Oregon State team. 18 points today. Ooh, good fake.
Gordon, strong take. He'll be fouled.
And the upside for Cartier Gordon. It's going to be huge. Good ball fake. Tries to meet Kelly at the rim. And you see Kelly, a good shot blocker, but just 212 pounds. He's going to have some room to grow. And both guys, when you get into the weight room, it's going to be extremely beneficial. Gordon, just a freshman. You can imagine what this guy's going to do as time goes on.
Gordon 3 for 3 at the line. This is not a good free throw shooting team. Cartier Gordon tonight, 3 for 3 at the line. Make it 4. 12:15 to play in the game. Ethan Thompson swiped away. Like Bess got a piece of it again. Thatch quickly to Goodwin. We have a foul away from the ball there. Oregon State, they've got some work to do. They're down 12. St. Louis all over.
The swipe. Well, we've seen that quite a few times today. The quick hands from Bess and the extra help from Cartier Gordon.
That's the 15th turnover right there of the day. Oregon State has one loss. It was to Missouri. They turned it over 15 times. That was their season high. So obviously some relation there. And Oregon State struggled to take care of the ball, but give this St. Louis team a lot of credit. So consistent defensively, almost taken away there. Bess with 5 to shoot. It's a couple screens. It's some space. Tough shot. Short rebound, St. Louis. They're fine taking their time a little bit. Still plenty of time, but certainly on their side at this moment. French looking to Cartier Gordon. Gets his man in the air. Gordon, man, he is going to be special. Just a freshman. He has been big for them today.
You have to have the right timing, especially if you're going up against Kyler Kelly. You know he's a good shot blocker. So Gordon with good positioning, getting into his body, and terrific head fake on the shot block. He knows it. He's disappointed he couldn't convert the 3.
Gordon, 10 points, 3 rebounds.
You know, Gordon, we mentioned his 2 state championships, also a 4-star recruit. ESPN Top 100 comes in at number 75.
Travis Ford has made that an emphasis, recruiting this area. There's a lot of good talent in the St. Louis area and surrounding areas. Cartier Gordon, one of those. Fred Thatch from Sykeston, Missouri, not far away. They've got some good St. Louis recruits coming in next year as well. Here's Tinkle back in, and right when he went off last time, Wayne Tinkle had a word with him, told him to sit right there, and they sat down and talked about something. We'll see if his adjustments can help the team out. Ooh. Washington, nice follow.
They need more scoring right now. Between the Thompson brothers and Kelly, they've accounted for nearly all of Oregon State's points. So the big 3 not quite showing up today. Tinkle still trying to get going, but that dunk from Washington certainly helps.
Gordon lost it. Here comes Tinkle. Right side Thompson. Tinkle, corner 3. Got to have it. Too strong, but follows his shot. Tinkle, contact, doesn't go. Chance to cut this lead into the single digits. 10:22 to play. Before Washington's last dunk, it was Thompson brothers and Kelly who had 33 of Oregon State's 37 points. Tinkle had the other 4. Sports Center tonight after Capital One Bowl Mania on ESPN with John Butchergross and John Anderson. They'll have Rams-Bears post-game reactions and analysis, plus a breakdown of Eagles-Cowboys and a conversation with Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson. Sports Center, 11 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the app. The lead is 8 for St. Louis. Inside, and great play from behind. It was Zach Reichel. It was off the leg of Foreman. Turnover on the Billikens.
Yeah, St. Louis got a little rushed with their offense here. Good entry pass. And as you see, Reichel coming in from the back. Foreman unable to see him.
Ethan Thompson working on Thatch. Tinkle trying to get him more involved in the offense. Dancing inside, and he is fouled.
And Tinkle just going to work. You can see he's not going to give up, trying to get some points up on the board today. And you see the versatility in his game, right? He's put the ball on the floor. He's taking some mid-range shots, some threes, able to back down defenders. And at 6'8", he's got that kind of size where you can really use him in a few different spots in the lineup.
To Washington. Great defense. They will call a foul. It looked like a good contest at first, but what a finish by Washington.
You know, Warren Washington has made a couple of tremendous plays in the paint for Oregon State. There's the drive from Hollins, the good pass, and goes body to body with Hassan French. Not often you come away on the good side of that meeting.
Washington, a freshman from San Marcos, California, hits the free throw, and that lead from 12 to 5 real quick. Hand off to Foreman. He'll go to the line for 2. Oregon State, a 7-0 run in just over a minute and 10 seconds. Foreman misses the first. 6'8", 240-pound senior from Spring Valley, New York. 2 years at Rutgers before coming to St. Louis. St. Augustine last year averaged just under 7 points per game, but when it got to conference play, he went up to 9.5 and shot 63% from the field.
Good defense by Thatch. He'll get called for the foul, but I like his footwork.
Well, I know what the fans think. I know what Travis Ford thinks. What do you think?
Well, he was pretty active, and yeah, certainly had his hands on him enough. You know, they don't want any contact. It's a big emphasis on freedom of movement.
Oregon State in the bonus, and Ethan Thompson knocks down the first. Gets his own rebound on the free throw, and he's fouled again. Those are just the things you just cannot have happen when you're trying to take down a team like Oregon State.
Yeah, if you're Travis Ford, you just shake your head at this type of play. I mean, rule number 1, you box out the shooter. Missed opportunity for St. Louis. And here we are, a 5-point game. Oregon State creeping back.
Just a 3-point game. Here comes Javon Bess. Still 9:20 to play. Trying to get some space for Cartier-Gordon, and they do. Washington called for a foul. That is going to be his third. Gordon to the line. St. Louis in the bonus as well. Mentioned this earlier, but this thing comes down to free throws. Gordon's been good at the line, but as a team coming into this game, 330th out of 351 in the nation in free throw percentage. That's St. Louis, 61.4%. Not necessarily a game they want to try to win at the free throw line.
Yeah, Gordon shoots under 50%. Hassan French just 30% from the line. So if you're Oregon State, those are the guys that you want to put at the line. We mentioned Alfred Hollins being the X factor in this game. You see a moving screen, so he'll get called for it. Hollins, no points yet this afternoon.
And that was his 4th foul, so Reichel gonna have to step up big for Oregon State. Here's Goodwin, right wing. Gordon, they've just fed him this second half. He's gonna go back to the line. And the foul again on Washington. That is 4 for him. That one bounces out. 3 of 10 at the line in the second half. Oregon State can cut it to 1 or tie it on this possession. Washington looking to give a screen to Thompson. There's the roll. Thompson, hesitation inside, floats it up. Washington can't poke it in. Off of him on the rebound.
Stevie Thompson trying to go to work one-on-one, and the set was for him to go left or try to look to dump it inside, but he had the whole right side of the basket open. Quick spin move. He had exploded.
A lot of space on that side of the floor. Washington off. Jack Wilson in. A lot of movement inside with those two big men, French and Foreman right now. Here's Bess. Pulls up mid-range. No good. There's Ethan Thompson. Ethan Thompson's 10th rebound. Tinkle inside. A blocking foul called on French. Tinkle going to the line.
Here that they're 9-0, but Michigan off to a terrific start in the Big Ten. They had a big win against Florida last night.
Nevada follows us here on ESPNU. You'll get to see Caleb Martin, just under 20 points per game. He's been fantastic for them, and they'll look to stay on that list. Tinkle hits the free throw.
And there's a lot of talk about Nevada and their scheduling for the remainder of the season, and looking pretty good that they could be one of the few teams to run the table and enter the tournament undefeated. But, you know, sometimes coaches, they won't say it, but a lot of them think, you know, maybe if we get that one loss, just get it out of our system, because then the pressure becomes, can we stay undefeated? And what's it going to take that we have to win a national championship and go undefeated, instead of just saying, hey, we are at our best, we're peaking in March. So it's great to be undefeated, and at the same time, there's a lot of pressure that comes alongside of that. But Duke is probably breathing a sigh of relief that they don't have to carry that same storyline, as they have a phenomenal freshman class. There's a three.
Zach Reichel knocks it down, and Oregon State back on top, 51-50. Goodwin looking for space.
That's
inside,
gonna be a charge.
Yeah, you're right, offensive. Ethan Thompson steps over.
Smart play by Thompson, and for Goodwin again, trying to do too much, trying to get too close to the bucket instead of just pulling up for the shot. He could have pulled up right there. Instead, tries to get all the way to the rim, and it's a case of doing too much.
Back to Reichel. Step back. Thought about trying to draw the foul there, but held up. You see it a lot in the NBA. Stephen Thompson going to work. Thompson pull up. That's a tough shot. No good. There's Javon Bess. Just his third rebound of the day. Over 2.5 minutes since St. Louis's last field goal. Cartier-Gordon, top of the key. Taken away by Reichel. Great plays. He goes to the ground. Behind his head, Stephen Thompson in transition. You got to be kidding me, Zach Reichel.
Wow. Okay, Zach. Playing with some eyes in the back of your head there. What a tremendous effort. You've got him. He's a player that you're not going to pay a lot of attention to on the scout. Oregon State on that 16-1 run right now. So the offense for St. Louis, it's sticking. It's exactly what Travis Ford didn't want to have happen. He said, ball fakes against his owner, your best friend. Oregon State making a man-to-man defense.
Here comes Bess, top of the key. French. Tough shot with the right hand. Flies back and gets his own rebound. Just a scrum inside. Foreman has it this time. Foul's going to go against Oregon State. And it goes against Trace Tinkle.
Well, not the shot you want if you're St. Louis. Just one-on-one French. His body, his balance not there, but he's so strong. He's not really a polished player, but he is a presence in the paint. So you got to pay attention to him. Between he and Foreman, that's a lot of weight to try and box out. Kelly back in this game. Wayne Tinkle understanding how important it is to defend the paint. He needs his best shot blocker in the game right now.
Tinkle, Collins, Washington, Kelly, all with 4 fouls for Oregon State. Reichel along the baseline. Tough pass, but he finds Stephen Thompson in the corner. offense from Thatch. They'll double. Hollins, big three right in front of his own bench, short, and cannot track the rebound down. Almost 8 minutes for St. Louis without a field goal, and they only trail by 2. Bess into the corner. Thatch contested. Thatch knocks it down. That is huge, and they're back on top.
That was a confident shot by Thatch, and a good job by Javon Bess to find him and put some emphasis behind that pass. There was a lot of pace, and I think as a shooter, that would make me feel comfortable if somebody gave me that kind of a pass.
Pass is tipped. Bess is there to take it away. Foul on Reichel trying to recover. A defense feeding off of the offense.
It's going to give St. Louis more confidence. Here's that take in the paint. He knows he's not going to go up against Kelly. Instead, finds Thatch in the corner. Reichel late to recover. And he is going to be some type of player for St. Louis.
Trace Tinkle coming back in for Oregon State. 42 straight games. He's been in double figures. He sits at 7 right now with under 5 to play. He's in foul trouble. That streak in a little bit of danger right now. And here comes the crowd at Chaifetz Arena. Reichel, deep three from the lefty. Goodwin rebounds. Ethan Thompson, almost a great play. Stepped on the line.
That shot from Reichel, not what you want. You got to work the ball, try to get it to your big three. Let them try to take over in this moment. Instead, Reichel with that NBA three. Well short.
Goodwin in trouble, almost lost it to Bess. Bess fades away, gets the rim.
Terrific decision by the senior. They knew he liked that spot from the three. Tinkle comes out and shows it, gives him the blow by, and then pulls up for the mid-range jumper. Perfect.
Ethan Thompson in trouble. Long throw off the glass, it'll work. And now Tinkle.
He totally meant to do that, by the way.
Steven Thompson stepped through. Tinkle to try and get to double figures, and he does. Big shot to pull it within 1.
Wow, what a possession for Oregon State. I gotta ask Ethan Thompson after the game if he meant to do that.
They'll take it.
I mean, you can't count that as a shot attempt, right?
No, I don't think so.
You're taking stats. I wouldn't count it.
Eight to shoot for Bess. Long 2. Can't get the roll that time. Tinkle pulls it down. Beavers looking for a late lead. Oh, Kelly might have been there. Thompson inside, tough. Rebound, Goodwin. Might have missed Kelly on the roll right away.
Yeah.
Goodwin inside. Gets some space. Kelly denies it. Travis Ford wanted a goaltend. Kyler Kelly with another rejection on the season.
Pretty low scoring effort today on both sides. What you'd expect out of St. Louis. For Oregon State, this is a team that averages 75 points a game. Then the advantage defensively for St. Louis.
Javon Bess with the ball, already a season high 20. The career high for him is 22. Might get a chance to tie or beat that here. Bess inside, lost the handle. Looking for help, they gotta get something up. 2 to shoot. Thatch, tough shot, leading Fred Thatch.
Kept his composure. That was what you saw as he got a handle on that basketball. It wasn't a panic, let this go. It was I have about a half a second, so I'm gonna get the best shot I can.
Bess and Tinkle again. Tinkle, not much space. Bess closed out so well on that shot.
It's hard to shake him. Laterally, he moves very well. He elevates. He's got good anticipation, but what separates him is the will and the want to defend. That's what Travis Ford told us today in shoot-around. That was a perfect example right there of the will and the want coming out.
Here come the bigs, milking the clock right now. 8 seconds to shoot for Bess. Another double screen. Bess, space, long two, drops it in. Javon Bess ties a career-high 22. It's a 6-point lead for the Billikens. Tinkle Euro step back to a 4-point game and a timeout for Wayne Tinkle.
Below 50%. So those are the guys you want to put on the line. Cartier-Gordon in the game right now. He shoots just 47% from the free throw line, but Hassan French not in, and perhaps that's why.
They did put Jacobs back in. He has not played the second half.
See, I foul him. Yeah, and you see Thompson trying to foul him right there. There's no call, and that's going to be a charge. So Reichel saving his teammate on the back end. And once again, don't want to harp too much on Jordan Goodwin. The young man, take that jump shot right there. Yeah. Instead, he's putting his head down, his shoulders down, and Reichel, the sophomore, with the heads-up play for Oregon State, possibly just kept him in the game with that charge.
Pull up for that 10-footer or dribble it out and milk some clock.
Right?
He's got 4 now. Steven Thompson open for 3. Bess has the rebound.
Good box out by French.
Under a minute to play.
Yeah, I think you foul, but you don't foul Javon Bess. He's an 87% free throw shooter. And it looks like Oregon State will test their defense.
Probably the last time we'll see this. They're going to try it one time. 5 to shoot. Here goes Bess. See if he gets that mid-range. That's where he's been happy all day long. Short. Goodwin runs down the rebound and gets it out to Bess. And they'll foul there. That is a backbreaker.
And I think Oregon State missed an opportunity. You've got Hassan French on the floor. You've got Cartier-Gordon on the floor. Both guys shoot less than 50% from the free throw line. Instead, you allow St. Louis's best player to get the shot, and a clean look at that. And you put an 87% free throw shooter at the line. Not going to end well.
Bess by far their best free throw shooter. Oregon State down 6. Steven Thompson, tough left hand. Gordon comes down with it. Foul Gordon and send him to the line. 17 seconds left. St. Louis by 6. How about the Atlantic 10 early in this season? St. Louis has already beat Seton Hall. Seton Hall just upset Kentucky the other day. They've got wins, another win over Seton Hall. St. Louis trying to add one over a Pac-12 foe in Oregon State. This conference, you don't want to see them on your schedule right now.
Yeah, no, the A-10 is always one of those conferences that you never really know what you're going to get until you face them. And no team wants to play an A-10 team because you have teams like St. Louis, because you have teams that show up with defense. And they don't maybe have a whole bunch of all-stars, right? St. Louis is a very balanced team, but you know you're getting size. You're getting a lot of defense.
Saturday noon Eastern on ESPN, a Sonic blockbuster and a Final Four rematch from last season. 21 Villanova taking on number 2 Kansas. It's at Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence, Kansas. You watch it live on the ESPN app. Gordon steps to the line and gets 1 of 2. Ethan Thompson out to his brother Steven. Bess guarding there. That's not what you want to see. Tinkle now. And it's really not going to matter. Tinkle hits it. Still down by 4. Just 5 seconds to play. It'll really just take an inbound from St. Louis, and it should do it.
And crazier things can happen. Oregon State could get the steal, shoot a three, get the and one. So Javon Bess with that miss, and you take a look, he's been in this game for 38 minutes. Coming off an ankle injury where he didn't even know he was going to play against SIU. Put in 37 minutes there. Terrific afternoon for Bess.
Tinkle will take a late heave. No good. Great win for St. Louis over Oregon State. 65-61, the final here from Chaifetz Arena. Well, Brooke Weisbrod, this is one of those